Good. Well, welcome everyone who's arrived, and some more will come, and there'll be people listening later. So we're very grateful and happy to have Shanati here. He's got a fabulous, the whole appearance is quite fabulous. And I love the thing behind you. So anyway, this rather, speaks for the man. He's someone who's done serious research in Jyotish. He's doing a lot of work to push the whole subject forward. He's organizing beautiful conferences every year now. And he came and spoke to us in London. That was fantastic. So he knows a lot about nakshatras. And so over to you,
Thank you,
Shanati.
Dr. Foss. It's such an honor and pleasure to be here with you. I'm happy we've been able to develop this professional relationship as well as friendship throughout the years. And it's an honor to be supporting BAVA today through some of my research that I've been doing. A little bit about this research. It is Bhakti, Navagraha, Upaya, and a little bit of the inspiration for what I'm going to be sharing today is basically how I got introduced to Hinduism as a path and eventually would be Vedic astrology is that my uncle, he went to college and then he went to law school. And the day he graduated law school, he opened up a yoga studio, and it was the biggest yoga studio in Philadelphia for many, many years. A few years after that, he was joined the Bhakti yoga path, which is a devotional based path through chanting and mantra, and there he became a traveling kirtanwala for many many years. Close friends with Krishna Das, my uncle took the name of Durga Das from his guru Neem Karoli Baba. And Durga Das proceeded to travel throughout the world and India, America, Canada. He traveled to Europe, performing his sacred chants. And I went on tour with him. This was about 20 years ago as a teenager. And I found my own voice and my own introduction to Vedic and Hindu philosophy. And a few years after traveling with him and touring with him, I officially converted to Hinduism at the age of 19. And since then, the Bhakti Yoga path has always been my path, which is a devotional path, which is a path in which we sing and we share and we connect through mantra in our devotion to this Dharma, to this path. And so, part of when I first started studying Jyotish is that I would perform these mantras that I'm going to be sharing with everyone today to connect with the planets, right? And so I would do the proper planetary mantra of the day with the proper mala. And I felt as if I was deepening my relationship with the planets just through these devotional bhakti practices. I mean, of course, we're very intellectual as Vedic astrologers, and we study the specifics, especially the scriptural specifics of what each of the planets are and the various combinations and yogas and positions and the dashas as written by great teachers like Parashara, Shubhakaran, and many of the great teachers. But another way of connecting with the planets is through devotion, is through prayer, is through mantra. And I want to encourage us, often intellectual astrologers, to follow this path of the heart in addition to our intellectual study, to deepen our relationship with each of the planets. And so that's my inspiration. And I've been really focused around this work a lot lately. One of the things that happened very recently is about 1 month ago, my grandmother passed away. My grandmother is the matriarch of my family. She helped raise me. I spent every weekend there growing up. And so this has been an absolutely devastating loss for me. Part of what my spiritual path recently, as a result of this loss, is it's pushed me very internal and very into my sadhana. And so, for example, what that means for me is I'm no longer on social media. I don't have a Facebook account. I don't have an Instagram account outside of the conference and things like that. And I've just been really focused on service and my spiritual practices. And so, in addition to writing my book, which is my deepest passion right now, and I'm actually about 140 pages in writing in what I expect to be a 200 and 250 page book, which I call the Nakshatras, which is the evolutionary lessons and life patterns of the 27 asterisms, where similarly to what I did for the Rahu and Ketu Nakshatras in at the Parashara conference and what I did in London and what I did in Sedona, I'm taking all of my research on the various nakshatras and putting them into a book, and this is my deepest passion. But in addition to that, this other side of that is the devotional side of Jyotish, which is connecting through to each of the planets through daily puja, through daily mantra. And so I wanted to share my research with you today on the 9 planetary mantras, what I think they do, what energies I think they pacify, and then going over the Sanskrit and the translation to help each of us deepen our relationship with understanding what these ancient seers were understanding about the 9 planets. Now, before I get started, I just want to share a little bit if you want to reach me or attend my conference. My website is jyotishastrology.org, and I can be reached here for consultation, private consultation, whether that's just a general consultation or you wanted to do more nakshatra based or soul cycle stuff. I can be reached there. And then, of course, my conference, which is the Parashara Conference. That's parasharaconference.com. And this year's theme is very exciting. It's unity, synergy, and collaboration is one side of the theme, where we're going to have 8 different collaborative events. They're listed here: the Rahu Ketu Summit, the Nakshatra Summit, the Dasha Summit, a panel, live chart reading with attendees. And this is the November 19th to the 23rd. And many of the main BAVA faculty, Dr. Foss, Camilla Sutton, have already confirmed, as well as some other great teachers that you can see listed here. And I don't want to go on too much about it. Just understand that there's early bird blind faith registration for the next couple months until pricing and the full schedule is released. So thank you for allowing me to share that. And so before I get started here, I just want to do a quick chant to my guru. That's Amaji Mata Amritananda Mahima, hoping that you will bless this session. Oh. Om Tvameva Matacha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Cha Saka Tvameva Tvameva Veja Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Amriteshwarye Nama Tvameva Sarvam Amriteshwarye Nama Tvameva Sarvam Mata Mritananda Mahima. Maharani ki jai. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste, everyone. So, before I get started, there's just some quick disclaimers I wanted to discuss, because what these mantras are in is the ancient Sanskrit language, and we're Westerners, right? A lot of us are coming from England, America, North America. India isn't the country that we're born in. And so what does that mean when we're trying to perform the Sanskrit language? Now, when I was studying this kind of introduction into Hinduism and I was finding my voice, and I was finding my devotional path, if every time I mispronounced a Sanskrit word, my uncle was there and he was saying, the mantra's not working because you're not pronouncing it properly, I would have felt totally deflated and I would have lost my inspiration to further deepen my bhakti path. On the other side of that extreme, the integrity and the authenticity and our intention to perfectly study the Sanskrit language is extremely important as well, right? I mean, should we rest on our laurels and not continuously try to improve our pronunciation of the phonetics of this ancient language? Of course, we should try to improve. So, what is this balance between not being too hard on ourselves, or for Sanskrit scholars out there, being too hard on us newbies who are still trying to learn the language, with our continued dedication to improving the quality in which we show to this ancient, beautiful language from which Vedic astrology comes from which Jyotisha comes from. You know, I mean, I'll just open up to you guys. I am from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is known to have an extremely thick accent, right? This thick accent, uh, it 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 is something that I was born with, and it's something that I'm going to die with it. It's thick, it's nasal, it's guttural, it's deep within my whole family's line that is from Philadelphia to have this thick accent. With the accent that I have, and with the accent which many of you have, depending on where you're coming from, the exact perfect pronunciation of the Sanskrit language, the way that someone from India would pronounce it, it's going to be very different. Also, understanding if you're from North India or South India or West India or East India or somewhere in between, your pronunciation will be different as well. So, again, part of my intention behind this is to understand that we should continue to always prove our study of the Sanskrit language. I studied it professionally with the Jyotish guru for 3 full years, and I continue to try to improve my pronunciation. So that's one side of it. And the other side of it is that we're human, that we're imperfect, that we come from different regions, that we come from different genetic backgrounds, that's going to make the traditional pronunciation of it more challenging. So don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on each other. My feeling that my uncle taught me as a kirtanwala, as a student of Neem Karoli Baba, he taught me that the intention, the devotional passion with which we carry these mantras is the most important thing. So again, I hope we can all find the balance of continuing to study this ancient language and improve our proficiency without being egotistical or condescending or too hard on ourselves to people that haven't perfected it, right? We have to strike this balance as, you know, wherever we stand in this spectrum. So thank you for being open-minded to that elaboration, which I've been wanting to share. I'm currently presenting this research on Dr. Pi astrology channel, as well as my astrology channel. And I'm spending about 1 hour on each planet. So the fact that I have about another 75 minutes here to do all of the planets, we're going to move through them rather quickly. Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, so because today is, of course, Monday, we're going to start with the moon. And I'm just going to increase this so it can be seen. And then I just want to double check with Pam that that looks clear on the screen there. Is my
Yes,
screen
I can see
displaying
you.
properly? Hi,
I can
Pam.
see it fine. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Good to
Nice
see
to
you.
see you. Sorry.
Okay, excellent. So again, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to perform the mantra once Then I'm going to go over the pronunciation of each word. Again, I'm not perfect, but I've studied Sanskrit for 3 years, so it's probably better than someone who hasn't studied it at all. And then I'm going to go over the description, and then I'm going to perform the mantra properly as I've been educated to perform it. Now, again, for the moon, I use 2 different gemstones, and you'll have to pardon me. I've worn all my malas today so that when I go over each of the mantras with everyone, I can recommend gemstones for them as well. And so these 2 gemstones is the moonstone and the pearl, right? Natural sea pearls and natural moonstone. And the primary gem is the pearl, and the secondary gem is the moonstone. Kind of how I like to focus on it in general with the primary versus the secondary gem, specifically with the moon, is if your moon is on the newish moon side, which means if it's a darker moon, right? Or if it's with planets, I know the moon doesn't have enemies, but on the other side of it, if the planet that it's conjunct with or aspecting is in an enemy relationship with moon, then I'm going to recommend the moonstone, right? The moonstone kind of focuses more on reducing negative effects versus the overall empowerment of the planet. But if your moon is foolish, well placed, no disharmonious aspects, then I would go straight to the pearl. Om Dadi Sankatu Sharabam Kashiro Dharna Sambhavam Namami Sashinam Sumam Sambor Makuta Bhushanam Om Aim Klim Somaya Nama. So the way this translates is creamy white like a container of curds, right? So pure white like fresh milk, and most pleasing. The moon is born from the churning of the milk ocean. We bow down to the effulgent emblem of devotion. The emblem of devotion, that energy of devotion. I mean, listen, you don't have to be interested in astrology at all to be excited about a full moon, right? I mean, every single person, 95% of people, when they see the moon on a full moon and it's beautiful and it's white, like this mantra describes, is like, oh my God, look at the moon tonight. Look at it shining. Look at it gracing us, right? I mean, even non-religious people, even atheists, honor the moon and are devoted to the moon because they recognize its beauty, right? It is the ornament on the crown of Lord Shiva. The crescent moon is worn on the crown of Lord Shiva. And so we bow down to the moon, the representation of devotion. A little bit about where I'm coming from when we do these moon remedies, right? Is there's 2 things. Of course, it can target moon specific karmas in your chart, issues that you have with your mother, issues that you have with your homeland, issues that you have with your property, issues that you have with the land that you're living in. I mean, if you have karma specific challenges with the moon, of course, perform this mantra. If you're in moon Mahadasha, moon Antardasha, moon Pranchardasha, any moon Bhakti, I encourage you to apply these moon remedies. If you have any planets in a moon Nakshatra, right? You have planets in Rohini Nakshatra. You have planets in another moon position. I encourage you to apply these remedies, right? You probably have some moon specific karmas that need remediation. But do you need to have some challenge with the moon in order to perform these mantras for any of these planets? No, because when we do the moon mantra, when we connect to the moon can bless us with soma, the euphoric drip which comes off the moon, which provides us with immortality vibration or can bring us closer to samadhi. Right? So in this vibratory nature of the moon, may we connect with it to balance our manas. The moon rules the manas, which is the mind, to balance our mind. Do you suffer with depression? Do you suffer with sadness? Are you with me and you just lost a family member and you're struggling with grief? Do these moon mantras to heal your heart. Right? I mean, do you have depression? Are you on an antidepressant? Or do you struggle with sadness like every single human being does at times? Right? Follow these moon mantras, connect devotionally and through bhakti to the moon. So again, I'm just going to begin here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to perform the main mantra 3 times, maybe 4, depending on what I'm feeling. And then I'm going to perform the seed sound, the bija mantra in 108 with my malas. And if you're watching this recording now or later and you have a mala, grab it and join me. Right? It doesn't have to be Pearl. Just chant along. I like to use my middle finger, the Saturn finger, and my thumb. Oh, and by the way, a quick phonetic trick is usually what I'll do when it comes to the seed sound is I'll include Om at least once, maybe up to 4 times. And then towards the end, I will do it without the Om. It'll just be I'm Kleem Somaya Nama. And then the last one, to close it properly, I'll do a long Om there at the end. Dari Sankatu Sharabam Kashiro Dharna Sambhavam Namami Sashinam Somam Sambormakuta Bhushanam Dari Sankatu Sharabam Kashiro Dharna Sambhavam Namami Sasinam Somam Sambormakuta Bhusanam Dari Sankatu Sharabam Kashiro Dharna Sambhavam Namami Sasinam Somam Sambormakuta Bhusanam Om Aim Kleem Somaya Namah 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 I'm Kleem Somaya Nama. 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 I'm Kleem Samaya 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 Nama. I'm Klim 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 Samaya Nama. Om I'm Klim Samaya Nama. Om I'm Klim Somaya Nama. Om I'm Klim Somaya Nama. Om I'm Klim Somaya Nama. Jai Shri Somaya Ki Jai. So thank you all for sharing that time with me to connect with the moon. It's beautiful to connect with the moon and balance our mind, to balance our emotions, to connect with our mother, to connect with the divine mother, to connect with the land that our family comes from, to connect with the land that we live in. So many beautiful, beautiful reasons to honor the moon, with which we could discuss for 10 hours together. But again, this is just a brief introduction to these moon Bhakti remedies. Okay, excellent. So that was really lovely. And now let's move on to Tuesday, which will start with Mars. Okay, excellent. So again, I'm just going to perform the mantra. I'm going to read the transliteration and the translation, and then we'll get started on discussing a little bit of what I think these Mars mantras do. Om Dharani Garbha Sambhutam Vidyukanti Samaprapam Kumaram Shakti Hastam Cha Tam Mangalayam Pranamamyaham. Om Hum Shrim Mangalaya Namo. So again, just the pronunciation help. Dharani Garbha Sambhutam Vidyukanti Samaprabham Kumaram Shakti Hastam Cha Tam Mangalam Pranamamyaham. Om Hum Shrim Mangalaya Namo. So supporting the womb of all existence, right? I mean, sometimes Mars gets a bad rap. Supporting the womb of all existence, right? A protector, a guardian, the one that looks out for everything is Mangal, the auspicious. Mangal means auspicious. Bhumayaha, the son of the earth, the protector of it. Mars shines forth with the radiance of beauty enhanced by love. The sun wielding energy in his hand, Kartikeya, the son of Lord Shiva, the protector, the general of the divine army. We bow down to Mars, the bearer of welfare. We bow down to you, Mars, the bearer of welfare. When we do this mantra on an energetic level, of course, it's supposed to help with action and energy. I mean, a lot of times when Mars is difficult, we don't have energy, we don't have strength, we don't have courage, we don't have confidence. So when we work with these mantras, it helps us with our empowerment. It helps us to accomplish tasks. It helps us give energy and confidence and courage and determination to the things that we do. It's also important with Mars to understand when we're working with this Martian vibration and we're targeting Mars-specific karmas, it helps us with our energy with our siblings. It helps us with our blood, with our circulatory system. It helps us with our liver. And it helps us grow in the ways that we need to grow and gives auspiciousness, right? A poor placed Mars is very inauspicious, right? Because it challenges our ability to accomplish things within that area. So if we're performing these mantras, if we're performing these devotional practices for Mangal, it will help us accomplish areas of things where we have difficult accomplishing things, where we have trouble conquering our objectives or completing certain tasks. So whatever position your Mars is in, whatever nakshatras you have in Mars nakshatra, whichever your Aries or Scorpio Rashi positions are, let's bolster that area. Let's give it support. Let's give it some power. There's two gemstones that I like to wear for Mars. Let me pick them off my collection here. So the first is red coral. Red coral here. Red coral is the primary gemstone for Mars. And this is if your Mars is well placed, right? Mars is in a friendly position. Mars is in a friendly house. It's functionally benefic in your chart. Go straight to the red coral. The other one is the carnelian. The carnelian is a secondary gemstone for Mars. And this is if your Mars is poorly placed or you identify with having a challenging relationship with Mars. My Mars is in Pisces. It's in a Jupiter nakshatra. It's quite well placed. So I'm going to go ahead and use the coral here. Tarani Garbha Sambhutam Vidyukanti Samaprabham Kumaram Shakti Hastam Cha Tam Mangalayam Pranamamyaham. Tarani Garbha Sambhutam Vidyutkanti Samaprabham Kumaram Shakti Hastam Cha Tam Mangalayam Pranamamyaham. Dharani Garbhasambhutam Vidyut Kanti Samaprabham Kumaram Shakti Astam Cha Tam Mangalayam Pranamamyaham. Om Ham Shri Mangalaya Nama. 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 Om 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 Ham Shri Mangalaya Nama. Om Ram Shri Mangalaya Nama. Om Ram Shri Mangalaya Nama. Om Ram Shri Mangalaya Nama. Om Jai Shri Mangalaya Ki Jai. Wow, I'm feeling energized, right? And that's the effect of the Mars mantra, is this feeling of energy, confidence, courage, determination, strength, power. It's important to connect with Mars. I just got this Mars tattoo here. On the back, you can see Moon and you can see Mars, right? Moon, Mars. So this is a beautiful mantra, and I hope those of you that feel connected with Mars, want to improve your Mars, can apply this Upaya. So Ketu, also in honor of Tuesday, I like to perform Ketu mantra at sunset on Tuesday. Now, again, I'm going to have to move through this one rather quickly because of timing. But what I want to say about Ketu mantra is that we think that it'll bring us to enlightenment as the moksha karaka, but what really this spiritual principle of Ketu mantra is to help us release our attachments, right? We're attached to things. Attachment brings us suffering. When we work with Ketu, it removes our attachments, right? We become at peace with the things that we used to cling to so tightly, right? I mean, we'll see in this mantra, Ketu is the one who presents obstacles. That's why Ganesh is the deity associated with Ketu, right? And so presenting obstacles, well, those obstacles are our attachments because those keep us bound here to our physical body, to external objects of desire. So when we work with Ketu, we're really kind of relinquishing our attachment, but not in an ascetic sense necessarily. More so, these things that we're obsessed with that dominate our attention, how can we become less craving of those things? The gemstone for K2 is the cat's eye chrysobral. I almost never wear this mala. I almost felt a little strange putting it on today because I'm a 37-year-old man and I'm not quite ready to relinquish my attachment to certain things yet. Although clearly with this phase that I'm going to, it feels that way because I'm having my K2 return in the 7th house. But yes, cat's eye chrysobral. And I don't really like to use alternative gems for Rahu and Ketu. We should be very careful with our when we use gemstones of Rahu and Ketu. We should only do them at the appropriate time of life, right? Or if it's an extremely functionally benefic position, you know, Ketu's in Scorpio and you're in Aries or whatever it is, just be very, cautious about working with gemstones. It's more when the time is appropriate within the chart instead of a general energy. Unless, of course, you have one of these positions, which in your lineage is considered a very functionally benefic position for the nodes. And actually at UAC in September, I'm going to be presenting some of this research on the nodes and nakshatras and how to improve our karma with Rahu and Ketu. Palas puspa sankasham taraha graha mastakam raudrachmikam goram tam ketu pranamam yaham. Om Hrim Aim Kitave Noma. Red like a palasha flower. It's a beautiful red flower in India. Who makes the starry-eyed constellations to set. That means all constellations bend to Ketu, right? It's almost in many ways saying there's no such thing as a favorable position for Ketu, although I don't believe that to be true, but it's suggesting something. He is terrible and awesome to see. I love that for Ketu. He is terrible, right? He instills fear because of our attachments, and awesome, right? Incredible, massive, potent energy. Oh my gosh, when you feel Ketu, there's nothing stronger than this. And so we bow down in devotion to Ketu, who presents obstacles. We bow down to the South Node, who presents obstacles. I don't like the word obstacle here. In many of my lectures that I've been, even in my early lectures back in 2014 with Saptarishi Astrology, I deeply went into detail about how we have to change our verbiage here. Obstacles are omens or nimitta, right? Nimitta, which is this energy of the symbolism in which there is no coincidences. And so what is the universe trying to tell us by the obstacles that are being presented in our lives? Usually there's some redirection that's necessary, right? Usually when an obstacle is there, it's not just to cause us pain or suffering, it's to create profound change or transformation. K2 brings transformation, right? Let's not just look at obstacles as inconveniences, but as signs or omens from the universe to suggest us into a certain direction, a nimitta. So again, when we do this K2 remedies, it's to see the omens. It's to see the nimitta. And when we see the nimitta or the omen or the obstacle which K2 presents the first time, it's usually more gentle than when K2 presents that obstacle the third, the fourth, the fifth time, because it has to slam the lesson in our heads because we believe in coincidences because of our human limitation. But when we stop subscribing to coincidences, we see everything as a nimitta to be interpreted, especially when these messages are deep. This allows the transformation that's necessary or associated with K2. Again, little nervous to do K2 mantra, but I'll do it here for everyone here. Again, I am in my K2 return in my 7th house, so hopefully it's appropriate. I think it is. Sometimes with K2, it's better to go to Ganesh, and with Rahu to go towards Durga versus directly to the planets. But in some cases, it is very appropriate as we divinely connect to these Upagraha, shadow planets, that we do honor them as well. Palas puspa sankasham taraha graha mastakam rautram rautratmikam guram tam ketu pranamam yaham. Palas puspa sankasham taraha graha mastakam rautram rautratmikam guram tam ketu pranamam yaham. Palas puspa sankasham taraha graha mastakam raudram raudratmikam goram tam ketu pranamam yaham. Om Aim Rim Katave Nama, Om Aim Rim Katave Nama, Om Rim Aim Katave Nama, Om Rim Aim Katave Nama. Rim Aim Katave Nama, 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 Rim Aim Katave Nama. Rim Aim Katave Nama, 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 Rim Aim Katave Nama. Om Hrim 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 Aim Katave Nama. Om Jai Shri Shri Katave Nama. Hari Om, Om Namah Shivaya. So again, those K2 lovers out there, I hope this was a helpful mantra so that you may see the omens, so you may see the meaning behind the obstacles, so we may properly interpret nimitta, signs and suggestions from the universe for our spiritual transformation. May we let go of our attachments and those things which do not serve us. I don't have K2's the only tattoo that I don't have yet. That's because my K2's in the 7th house. And so I'm waiting till I get married for the 3rd time. And hopefully the 3rd time's a charm. And so I'm waiting until my next marriage to get the K2 tattoo. I don't want it to be preemptive because in the flag the K2 holds, I'm going to get the ancestral homeland of where my wife is from as the flag. So I think that would be pretty cool. Okay, so we're moving on to Mercury. So Mercury, Buddha, the emblem of intelligence. When we work with Mercury remedies, it improves the way that our intelligence functions. I mean, we like to think of, people think of IQ as kind of this thing where it's like, okay, this is what your IQ is set, right? But our IQ, our intellectual capacity is actually a window. It's like there's this low side of our IQ when we're not having a clear intelligence and the high side of our IQ. And sometimes the gap can be pretty significant depending on Mercury in the chart and where it's positioned and how it's positioned and when it's activated. So when we work with Mercury energy, we're going to this higher side of our IQ, right? We're trying to activate our ability to, Mercury activates memory. It activates concentration. It activates focus. It activates our ability to pay attention and to digest information. Also, Mercury is our speaking. It improves our speaking capability. I mean, I'm a Mercury Atmakarika. It's combusto, and so sometimes I stumble on my words or da-da-da-da-da. But generally, as a Mercury Atmakarika, well-positioned in the 10th house with the sun, I can kind of get out what I'm trying to say, even though sometimes I stumble on my words because of the combustion. But in any case, Mercury here, it improves the functioning of our intellectual capacity, our concentration, our memory, and our intelligence, our speaking ability, our writing ability, our studying ability. So when we work with Mercury, we're really working on improving these vibrations. And then Mercury related specific karmas. This has much more to do with the services that we're providing, as well as the mercurial type things that we want to accomplish. So for me, I want to complete my book. I like doing these Mercury mantras before I go into a writing session or when I'm having writer's block. You have to do public speaking, go and do this Mercury mantra. You have to have a discussion or a long conversation with someone. Mercury is good. So whenever our speaking has to be turned on, our writing has to be turned on, or any intellectual expression, right? It can sometimes be artistic as well. Even though that's Venusian, it has this mercurial component because a lot of creative fields have their intellectual component as well. So having said that, I'm going to move forward just in the sake of time with this Mercury mantra here. So again, the primary gemstone is, oh, hold on. This one is close to my neck. Give me one moment. So the primary gemstone for Mercury is emerald. And so unless you have $10,000 to spend on a Mercury mala, I can't really suggest that unless you're some multi-millionaire, billionaire type person, in which case go for it. Spend 10, 20 grand on the mala. The secondary gem, which I really like for Mercury, is green tourmaline. Right? Green tourmaline, it's an expensive gem, but it's more affordable. This might cost you $100 or $200. And so again, that's the secondary gem, which I like to mention for Mercury. And in this case with Mercury, especially with the Malawise, it's really the only one that's affordable. There is another tertiary gem for Mercury, which is even more affordable than the green tourmaline, and that's green jade. Oh. Priyangu Kalaka Shamam Rupinya Pratimam Buddham Samyam Samyaguna Patam Tambudam Pranamam Yaham Om Aim Stream Shreem Buddhaya Namo, whose beloved body is dark like darkness, right? Dark like darkness, right? Dark like darkness to the eye, actually under an electromagnetic magnifier, it's many different colors because of the quick changes in temperature dependent on the surface. But dark like darkness, Mercury is a very dark planet to the human eye, whose image is like the form of intelligence, right? Literally the representation of that which is intelligent, whose qualities are most beautiful. To that Mercury, the emblem of intelligence, we bow down in devotion. We bow down to you, Mercury, the representation of intelligence. One of my favorite mantras. This one I get really into. Again, Mercury Atmakarka. I'm in Mercury Dasha. So I've been really feeling this one lately. Om Priyangu Kalaka Shamam Rupinya Pratimam Buddham Samyam Samyaguna Patam Tampudam Pranamam Yaham Priyangu Kalaka Shamam Rupinya Pratimam Buddham Samyam Samyaguna Patam Tambudam Pranamam Yaham Priyangu Kalaka Shamam Rupinya Pratimam Buddham Saumyam Samyaguna Patam Tamputam Pranamam Yaham. Om Aim Stream Shrim Buddhaya Nama. 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 I'm 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 Stream Buddhaya Nama. I'm Stream Shrim 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 Buddhaya Nama. Om 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 I'm Stream Buddhaya Nama. Om Jai Shri Shri Buddhaya Ki Jai. Hari Om Om Namah Shivaya. Time for focus, memory, and concentration. Hopefully everyone's intellectual faculties feel stimulated. That's how it feels when we perform these Mercury mantras. And I have Mercury here. This is the electromagnetic version of Mercury, which actually has many different colors. Okay, I think we're making pretty decent time. I tried to time this all well so we wouldn't leave any planet neglected. So here we are. Give me one moment here. Thank you for your patience, family. And so now we're up to Guru, Jupiter. So these Jupiter mantras, they help, of course, to our higher self, right? So this is an alignment to our higher self, right? I like to say that there are three versions of every person: an animalistic self, a human self, and a guru self. And so Jupiter helps us in our evolution to our guru self energetically, right? Which means the number one reason for disease in Ayurvedic medicine is pragnaparada, which means crimes against wisdom, right? Ignorance is bliss. Ayurveda also concludes this in the sense of when we know that something is no longer good for us and we still do it anyway, like consuming alcohol after it's a problem, then only the results are more significant. You know, disease, cancer, liver cirrhosis, whatever it is. Once something becomes a problem, you can't remove the awareness of it. So this is the evolution to our higher self, which is trying to help us evolve to this higher vibrational energy. My guru, Amritananda Mayima, she is this saint which embodies spiritual truth. And yes, she teaches all of her disciples that they are also emanations of the divine light, right? Jesus Christ also taught this, right? And a lot of great spiritual teachers also have this teaching. So when we do these Jupiter mantras, may we awaken the guru vibration that is within, and not only awaken it, but follow it. Listen to that higher self. Listen to that truth of not going against our internal wisdom, because out of there causes all suffering, right? And also, karmic wise, this improves our relationship with our guru. This improves our relationship with our teachers. It improves our relationship with authority. So these are some other aspects. It can sometimes improve our relationship with our children or with our spouse, depending on this position, right? It helps us, we all have moral and ethical barometers. This helps us align to a higher moral and ethical barometer within us. Oh, gemstone wise, again, here we have yellow sapphires, the primary gem. So unless you have $5,000 to $10,000, I'm going to go ahead and recommend the citrine. Citrine is a much more affordable version or secondary gem for Guru. Oh. Devinam cha Rishnam cha Gurum Kanchena Shanivam Buri Bhutam Triloksham Tam Namami Brahaspatim Om Aim Klim Hum Brihaspataye Namo Om Aim Klim Hum Brihaspataye Namo Om Aim Klim Hum Brihaspataye Namo. Om Aim Klim Hum Brihaspataye Namo. Now, Brihaspataye is a little bit long. Sometimes I like to replace it with Guru Deva here. Again, I just like the ring of it. Another name of Jupiter is Guru Deva. So it'll go Aim Klim Hum Guru Deva Namo. I find that a little bit easier phonetically off the tongue. So the translation reads as follows: the Guru of the gods, right? There's this beautiful story of where all the demons were consuming the prayers. the Mahadevatas didn't know what to do. They called on Jupiter, who is knowledgeable of all scriptures. Jupiter performed this ancient mantra and the demons vanished. That's why you got the title of the Guru of the Gods, and also the Rishis, who is like the highest wealth, right? But the highest wealth here is wisdom, who is the most intelligent of all beings, right? To that Jupiter, the Guru of the Gods, Deva, Guru Deva, Guru of God. We bow down in devotion. Om, we bow down to the Guru of the Gods. Om Devinam cha Risnam cha Gurum Kanchana Shanimam Buri Bhutam Triloksham Tam Namami Bruhaspatim Devinam cha Rishnam cha Gurum Kanchana Shanimam Buri Bhutam Triloksham Tam namami brahaspatim devinam cha rishnam cha gurum kanchana shanibam buddhi bhutam triloksham tam namami brahaspatim om aim klim ham guru deva namo. 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 I'm Klim Ham Guru Deva Nama. 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 I'm Klim Hum 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 Guru Deva Nama. I'm Him Klam Guru Deva Nama. I'm Klim Hum Guru Deva Nama. I'm Klim Hum Gurudeva 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 Nama. I'm Im Klam Gurudeva Nama. I'm Klim Hum 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 Gurudeva Nama. Om Aim Klim Om Gurudeva Nama. Om Aim Klim Hum Gurudeva Nama. Om Aim Klim Hum Gurudeva Nama. Om Aim Klim Hum Gurudeva Nama. Om. Jai Sri Sri Gurudeva ki Jai. Jai Sri Sri Brihaspataye Jai. Hari Om. Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you all. Hopefully we're all connected to our higher self, right? And we can think of that as this really kind of floaty thing, or we can think of it of maybe not having the third slice of pizza when we're tempted to. Maybe we can think about it as choosing sobriety over intoxication. Maybe we can think about it as living within our financial means instead of overspending. I mean, sometimes that higher self vibration, it's not necessarily sitting in an ashram for 6 months. Sometimes it's just about making better decisions. Okay, Venus. Venus. I love Venus mantra. It really provides an experience of ecstasy or euphoria. I absolutely love the Venus mantra. I'm going to have to ask permission from BAVA to complete everything today. So we'll see where we end after this one. But yeah, so the Venus mantra works on 2 different layers. I mean, one of the ways that I think that the Venus mantra works is that it brings balance and harmony. As you'll see here, the Venus is the guru of duality, opposing themes, yin and yang. And so really what Venus wants is for us to be in balance and harmony with the 3 kingdoms, which is plant, animals, and humans, right? So we can't be extreme if we're going to have a balanced relationship with these 3 kingdoms. And so when we work with Venus, it helps us to achieve balance, neither be in excess or abstinent or renunciation, right? I mean, it's a very human experience to be connected with Venus, to find the balance between 2 extremes in our experience of this dualistic experience of life. I mean, we have happiness and we have sadness, right? I mean, we have the joy of marriage, the pain of divorce. We have the love of a family member, and then the suffering when they pass. I mean, life is so full of extremes. We have tasty food and we have lousy meals, right? We have nights when we have overslept and nights when we didn't sleep at all, right? We have times when we're in horrible sickness. We have COVID or the flu. We have times when we're in perfect health and feeling robust. This is the vibration of when we work with Venus, is to find the balance between the extremes of our life so we can appreciate this moment to moment experience of life. Kashana, kashana, moment to moment awareness is all that we have. All we have is today. All we have is this hour. All we have is this minute. And then, of course, if you have Venus-specific karmas in your chart, challenges financially, challenges romantically, challenges in your interpersonal relationships, these Venus remedies can really help work with them. Again, unless you have diamond, millions of dollars for diamond mala, I have yet to see one. A white sapphire mala, which those can cost a few $1,000s. So I have some less affordable gems here that I like to recommend. This is a form of diamond called the Herkimer diamond, much more affordable for Shukra, and this is a rose quartz. This one focuses on material karmas, the Herkimer diamond, and this focuses more on romantic or interpersonal karmas, which is the rose quartz. I have more of the romantic challenges, so I will be focusing on that. Himakunda manalabam daichanam paramam guru sarva shastra pravaktaram bhargavam pranamam yaham. Om Hrim Shrim Shukraya Namo. Like sandal and jasmine that has been crushed. The smell of crushed flowers. The foremost guru of the forces of duality, who expounds all the scriptures. Actually, what we know as modern Parashari Jyotish is descended from Lord Brigu. That is to the descendant of Brigu that we bow down in devotion. We bow down to Venus, the emblem of love and attachment. Romantic love is a beautiful thing. When we're attached, it creates codependency. Material abundance or prosperity is a beautiful thing. When we're attached, it creates greediness and materialism. The issue is not romantic love or material prosperity. The issue is our attachment to these things. May we find balance in our attachment to these things through our appropriate resuscitation of these mantras. Kunda manalabam daichanam paramam guru sarva shastra pravaktaram bhargavam pranamam yam. Himakunda manalabam daichanam paramam guru sarva shastra pravaktaram bhargavam pranamam yam. Himakunda manalabam daichanam paramam guru sarva shastra pravaktaram bhargavam pranamam yaham. Om Hrim Shrim Shukraya Nama. 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 Hrim Shrim Shukraya Nama, 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 Om 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 Hrim Shrim Shukraya Nama. Om Jai Shri Shri Shukraya ki Jai. Hari Om. Om Namah Shivaya. Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Oh, hey, how am I doing on time there?
It is 8:30, but please carry on.
Are you sure? It'll probably take another 15 to 25 minutes or
No
so.
problem whatsoever. Thank you. I'm really enjoying it.
Lovely.
I
Okay,
think
excellent.
I need each and every one of your mantras. That's my problem.
That's why we're here today, to
I know.
deepen our relationship with
Yeah,
these planets
absolutely.
through the heart. So I'm
Thank
happy
you.
you're enjoying, Pam. Thank you for moderating. And so I will continue then. So I hope everyone is feeling good here with the Venus mantra. They're feeling balanced, right? Maybe we will be less likely to go into these extremes of life. Maybe we can work on the proper relationship with the material and the romantic world so that we don't lend towards materiality, so that we don't lend towards codependence. But that so we don't renunciate romance either, so we don't have to die lonely, and also that we don't renunciate materiality altogether if we have to function in a modern capitalistic society in a Kali Yuga. So that's my 2 cents on all that. Oh, and here I have Venus here, right? Because it's a very cloudy planet with its variants. And then Jupiter here. I forgot to show everyone Jupiter. I have Jupiter over here. Okay, Shani, my personal favorite graha. It's a tight battle between Shani and Rahu for me, but Shani usually takes the lead. So, give me one moment. So when we're working, Shani is Shanai Saraya, the slow mover, Mahakal. When we're improving our relationship with Shani, we're working on our relationship with time. See, one of the issues with time is that human beings perceive time based on their desires. right? So when we want something, we want it yesterday. We want it immediately. That's why patience is a virtue, right? But time takes time, right? Time takes time. And what this motto, time takes time, means is that Saturn represents a timeline which is connected to God's plan or the universal plan, or if you're okay with the more biblical sense, God's will. To me, Saturn represents God's will or God's plan, right? But we have our individual will, which is connected to our individual desires, right? And sometimes our will and God's will are not in alignment. Sometimes we want this and God wants this, but unfortunately, we don't have control over what is meant to be in our lives, right? People always ask, is it destiny or is it free will? I don't think it's either or. We don't want to look at it black, white. These beautiful things coexist, but there are certain things which are fated. There are certain things which are set in stone. Not everything, in my opinion, but certain aspects which we call fixed karma. And these fixed karmas, we can't go against them or we only suffer, right? We have to surrender to them and get the most out of them and embrace them. That's why they also say the only way past something is through it. So as we work with Shani and improve this, may we surrender to God's will. May we accept our fixed karmas and make the most of them. Right? Beautiful, beautiful. That's why it says here, Saturn is the one that controls. But guess who doesn't control? Us. Our control is a total illusion. It's our awareness and our acceptance and our surrender, which is true control, right? There's this great prayer in the Bible called the Serenity Prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That is our relationship with Shani, summarized into a prayer. Again, blue sapphire, extremely expensive. I like to work with amethyst for Shani, especially in mala, right? Unless you want to spend 10 grand on a sapphire mala, power to you. Nilanjana samabasam raviputram yamagrajam chayamartanda sambutam tam namami sanaistarayam. Om Aim Hrim Shrim Shanaistaraya Namo. Looking like a blue cloud, the son of the sun, the son of Surya, he is foremost of those who control. As I mentioned, Shani controls everything because it's controlling time, and we're humans living in a continuum of time. He can even put his shadow over the glorious sun. The shadow of Saturn, it clouds the sun, right? Our ability to see things, to shine. It is the heaviness of time which covers over that light which wants to shine on all things. To that Saturn emblem of control, we bow down in devotion. We bow down to Saturn, the emblem of control. Om Nilambuja Samabasham Ravi Putram Yamagrajam Chayamartanda Sambutam Tam Namami Sanaisarayam. Nilambuja Samabasham Ravi Putram Yamagrajam Chayamartanda Sambutam Tam Namami Sanaisarayam. Nilambuja Samabasam Ravi Putram Yamagrajam Chayamartanda Sambutam Tam Namami Sanaistarayam. Om Aim Hrim Shrim Sanaistaraya Nama. Om Aim Hrim Shrim Sanaistaraya Nama. Om Aim Hrim Shrim Shanaisteraya Nama. Om Aim Hrim Shrim Shanaisteraya Nama. 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 I'm Reem Shreem Shanai 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 Sarai Nama Aim. 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 Reem Shreem Shanai Sarai Nama I'm 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 Reem Shreem Shanai Sarai Namaim. 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 Reem Shreem Shanai Sarai Nama I'm 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 Reem Shreem Shanai Sarai Nama Om Aim Hreem Shreem Shanaisteraya Nama. 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 Om. Jai Shri Shanaisaraya Ki Jai. Hari Om. Om Namah Shivaya. Beautiful, everyone. So hopefully now, as a result of doing this mantra, you're patient, you're disciplined, you're steadfast, you're determined, and most important in all, you're able to take your will, your desires, your timeline is this in life, and surrender to God's will, God's plan, God's timeline, the universe's, manifestation of its will for you. May we bend the knee to this divine plan, which we can't always know about, but we can surrender to it. Rahu, let's have some fun again. So for those of you that don't know my chart, I am Satabhishak, Ascendant Nakshatra, and then my Rahu is ascending at 15 degrees in Satabhishak as well. And so that means I have a very functionally benefic Rahu. It's in its natural sign and it's ascending. And it's co-ruled by there. So it's a very functionally benefic Rahu. So I'm very comfortable with Rahu, probably more comfortable with Rahu than most people. I'm a very Rahu kind of guy. So again, that's why I wear my Hesonite. That's why I perform this mantra confidently. And again, by the way, Saturn here is my biggest tattoo. It's in Mula Nakshatra. This is representing Sagittarius and Mula Nakshatra with my Saturn here on my top shoulder. So again, this is one of my favorite mantras to perform, but if your Rahu is very poorly placed, you might want to go directly towards Durga. But if you're an Aquarius ascendant, if you have Rahu in its own nakshatra, anywhere in your chart, I would encourage you to work with this mantra as well. This is Hesonite. I don't believe in secondary gemstones for Rahu or Ketu. Dakayam Mahavryam Chandra Dija Vinardinam Simhika Garba Sambutam Tam Rahu Pranamam Yaham. Om Aim Hrim Rahave Namo. The great warrior divides the sun and moon in half, right? That's the eclipse, right? When Rahu aligns to the solar and the lunar, it creates an eclipse. He is born of the womb of Simhika. That's his mom, right? This great, demonic, powerful, divine energy, extremely wise, extremely potent. And we bow down in devotion to Rahu, who commands direction. We bow down to the North Node, Rahu, who commands direction. What is this direction that Rahu demands? It's the direction of our karmic debt. One of my favorite types of consultations to do, although I include it in all of my general consultations, is what I call the soul cycle. The soul cycle takes our samskara, which K2 shows, which is the lesson that our soul is most comfortable with learning, what it is trying to master. But usually based on the direction that our soul has historically gone in, there's this whole other aspect of life which our soul is really seeking to fulfill. That's our karmic debt, which is Rahu. That is the direction that our soul is wanting to go in. You cannot deny it because Rahu is a head which has no body, and there's no satisfaction of that hunger. So that's why it keeps craving more and more. A lot of times with our Rahu karmas, we don't know when they're fulfilled because we keep trying to fulfill them even more, because it's our life purpose, and we're here to experience our life purpose and to fulfill our karmic debt. That is the direction that our life in. That is why it says here that Rahu commands direction. Rahu controls the direction that our life is supposed to go in. There's a higher side of Rahu and there's a lower side of Rahu, right? The lower vibrational energy of Rahu And Dr. Foss has taught a lot about this, and I love his lectures about this. And I really, this is one of my most enthusiastic and passionate topics, is there's this lower vibrational energy of Rahu, which is totally unaware and unconscious, right? And it harms people in its desire to experience, right? Then there's this higher side of Rahu, which is austere and it's serious and it is able to follow its karmic direction in life, but without harming other people or creating ahimsa. Right? There's this beautiful vibration of saying, okay, this is my path, and I'm going to follow it in a sattvic way without harming others. This is the higher vibrational energy of Rahu, which is owning and taking accountability for our karmic debt in this lifetime without allowing the pursuing of that karmic debt to cause harm in this world that we live in. Dakayam Mahavrayam Chandraditya Vimardinam Simhika Garba Sambutam Tam Rahu Pranamam Yaham. Ardakayam Mahavrayam Chandraditya Vimardinam Simhika Garba Sambutam Tam Rahu Pranamam Yaham. Ardakayam Mahaviryam Chandraditya Vimardinam Simhika Garba Sambutam Tam Rahu Pranamam Yaham. Om Aim Rim Rahave Nama. 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 I'm Rim Rave Nama, 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 I'm Rim Rave Nama. I'm Hrim Rave Nama, 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 I'm Rim Rahave 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 Nama. I'm Rim Rahave Nama, 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 I'm Rim Rahave Nama. I'm Rim Rahave Nama, 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 Om 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 I'm Rim Rahave Nama. Om Jai Shri Maharahave Namah. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. Through Rahu, may we all find austerity. May we all find simplicity. May we all fulfill our karmic debt that we came here to fulfill in this lifetime. That's this guy here. Got big old Rahu over here. Thank you for all that are still here. We have one more left. It is the celestial sun. When we work with the sun, there's few things. One is it helps us with our empowerment, which is our belief in ourselves, and for us to kind of have this power of balanced pride, this ability that's the sun right here. This is our ability to believe in ourselves and accomplish what we are here to do, right? But one of my favorite descriptions that you'll read here is that the sun is the dispeller of ignorance. The sun is the dispeller of ignorance, right? That is because it shines light on all things, and nothing can hide from the sun, right? Ignorance is Maya, which is illusion, right? That which, when illusion is dispelled, it turns into Satya, which is truth, right? So it's this real evolutionary vibration with the sun to align to truth so that we live our life in alignment with our truth, because when we live life in alignment with our truth, that's where confidence comes from. How can you be confident when you are living life in illusion? How can you be fulfilling your purpose here or your destiny here in this lifetime when you are consumed by the Maya and total ignorance? You can't. So that is why the fulfillment of the sun's energy is the dispelling, is the removing of the Maya, is the removing of the falseness, so that we can find our way towards truth. Believe it or not, I do have a ruby mala. I don't know how high quality the ruby is. It was expensive. Again, so of all of these really expensive gems, I went ahead and I got a ruby mala here. So this is ruby mala. The secondary gem, which I like to recommend for the sun, is rhodolite. It's a beautiful gem. So rhodolite, and this is ruby. I'll work with the ruby. Jabakasuma Sankasham Kashapaya Mahadutim Tamorim Sarvapapanganam Pranatosmi Davakaram. Om Hrim Hrim Suryaya Namo. Crimson red like a hibiscus flower. We've all had hibiscus tea. It's that deep magenta red. The great light shines onto the earth, removing all the darkness and eradicating sin. Sin, which are acts of immorality, because those are coming from a perception of illusion or Maya. So when the sun shines its light on the truth of the matter, right, then it removes sin, because we are no longer committing things out of ignorance. So we bow down in devotion to that brilliant shining light. We bow down to Surya, the light of wisdom, the dispeller of ignorance, that which takes Maya to Satya. Shabaka Summa Sanka Shamka Shapayam Mahadutim Tamorim Sarvapapanganam Pranatusmi Davakaram. Dabaka Summa Sanka Shamka Shapayam Mahadutim Tamorim Sarvapapanganam Pranatusmi Davakaram. Dabaka Summa Sanka Shamka Shapayam Mahadutim Tamorim Sarvapapanganam Pranatusmi Davakaram. Om Hrim Hrim Suryaya Nama. 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 Om 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 Jai Shri Sri Suryaya Deva Ki Jai. Hari Om Namah Shivaya. May we all move from Maya illusion and ignorance to Satya, to truth. I'm happy we ended with the sun. Thank you for everyone who hung out with me these 2 hours. And thanks to the BAVA Association for inviting me to share my sadhana with you all today. I hope that this is helpful and exciting for you to take into deepening your own relationship with each of the 9 planetary bodies.
Thank you so very much, Kasanti.